Here in our MAD Systems lobby, we are using this projection here to demonstrate our patented facial recognition-based media delivery system. The way that we would use facial recognition to trigger an action with our content delivery would be first by having our guests register into the system. They could register at a kiosk when they enter. They could maybe even also use their own smart device to do so. They could also register in advance online from home, maybe when they purchase their tickets. They'd be able to enter a photo if they like, and they could also enter their preferences, such as any ADA needs that they might need to enhance their experience. They could also enter their preferred language, and we can even deliver completely different versions of content that fit their interests or their education level if you wanted to have a children's version of the content or an adult version, or maybe even a version for scholars or professionals. Once someone approaches an exhibit, the system will recognize them, will refer back to those preferences, and will deliver content that is perfectly catered to their needs, interests, and their preferences. So we're going to use the system out here in the lobby to demonstrate how the system is able to recognize people. So if I turn and face the exhibit, then the system is going to recognize me. And in doing so, it will pull up my name and a photo just to show how we can deliver content geared towards that individual. And I'm actually going to have my coworker Alex come in and join me to show you that we're able to recognize multiple people in the space simultaneously. So as you can see, the system has recognized Alex and myself. So it's rotating between both of our images and has both names displayed up there. And then as each of us leave, the names and photos will disappear from the exhibit. So this shows you how we can recognize multiple people in a space, but how do we accommodate the needs of a whole group of people? Well, that would depend on how you want to set up the exhibit. Maybe you want to say if 50% of the people in front of the exhibit speak this language, then we want to play that version of the content. Or maybe if I have a certain ratio of children versus adults, then we'll choose which version of the content we want to play based on that. But it can all cater to the needs of the space, to the needs of the audience, and that's something that could be predetermined. One interesting question that we get about our system is, how safe is it? Where is this information going to go? Can somebody use it against me in the future? And the answer is that it's perfectly safe. Nobody can use the information at all. For one thing, our system does not store photos of individuals. Instead, it basically stores encrypted vectors which describe a person's face. And even if you were able to decrypt those vectors, you wouldn't be able to recreate somebody's likeness from a set of measurements, essentially. Another thing that we can do is we can completely scrub this system at the end of the night and have it programmed to do that on a daily basis. So that way you're not storing any sort of information whatsoever.